Hello everyone, happy Diwali first of all to everyone, each and every one of you. Thank you for joining and welcome to Crypto Conversation with CoinDCX. My name is Akshay Singh, I'm the community manager at CoinDCX, and today we are going to talk about how to trade any cryptocurrency. Some of you, I was going through the chat, some of you have asked about, what is the difference between CoinDCX and CoinDCX Pro, right? So CoinDCX is this it provides a very simplest interface, UI and a seamless experience for you when you have to trade and invest into cryptocurrencies. Whereas when you have to invest into cryptocurrencies, wherein when you want to trade them, say on a very frequent basis, on an hourly time frame, on a daily time frame, or maybe on a weekly or monthly time frame, but you do want to get into trading, you want to explore more cryptocurrencies, more advanced feature. So that is where CoinDCX Pro come into picture, which can be accessed through our Android application or through our website. So today that is what we are going to talk about, along with the regular Bitcoin and Ethereum price breakdown. And we will talk about and touch upon what are the major news that have come up in the last 1 week. Okay. So thank you all for joining. First of all, again, happy Diwali to all of you from CoinDCX. Uh, may your portfolio rise higher this year. So uh, let's begin, and I'm going to quickly share in my screen and we'll jump onto the trading part and let's get you guys started. Okay, before we get started, let me just quickly go ahead. Give me 1 second. Perfect. All right. So to trade any cryptocurrencies, right? Once you have invested into that, maybe through a very simplest interface, through a simplest application, but when you want to explore further, or maybe you want to trade them frequently, or maybe on a spot price, or maybe looking for some other opportunities. So when you have to trade, first of all, you have to select a platform, right? So the platform at CoinDCX, we provide a very simple and a very advanced trading platform which provides you a very seamless experience, right? So be it the spot market, be it the margin market, be it the futures market, you get a lot of options in terms of the market that you have to trade upon, right? Along with other options of passive earning, which is lending and staking. That is not what we are going to get into. So when you will go to our website, which is coindcx.com, this is how you will see it. So you will go to the login section. And for those of you who have already signed up on CoinDCX app, right? The best part is you do not need to create any different account or a separate account on CoinDCX Pro website. Or our another Android application. Okay, you can use your same login credentials to log in into your account and kickstart trading. All right, so I'm just going to quickly log into my account here, and I will share that with you in a moment. Okay, just allow me a quick moment. I will quickly log into my account. All right. So once you have logged in on your platform, on your account, right, on your CoinDCX account using your account credentials, then this is how the platform's gonna look like to you. Now, to especially to the guys who are seeing or trading platform for the first time, or who are experiencing the pro platform or the website for the first time, this may look like a bit overwhelming to you guys, but do not worry, I'll break it down for all of you. So here on the left hand side right here, this is what you see is where you will get to see all the pairs or the currencies which are available to you to trade in. Okay, and it's a long list of cryptocurrencies. We have like 500 plus pairs available on our exchange. So the simplest way is whatever crypto that you want to trade in, right? You can just simply type the name of that cryptocurrency here. For example, if you want to trade into Bitcoin, you can simply type in trade BTC, which is the ticker of Bitcoin, and you will get the list of all the pairs which are available for Bitcoin for you to trade into. And what specifically a pair is, we'll get into that in a bit. But this is how you first of all identify. Now, let's say you want to trade upon in Bitcoin USDT pair. So you'll select Bitcoin USDT pair, and you will get the details right in front of you. So here, right in the center, you see the chart, right? So this is the chart for the Bitcoin price as it goes up and down, and then on the right hand side you see the order book, okay, which is the order book for the Bitcoin USDT pair. So here in the red you are seeing all the sell orders which is there for Bitcoin at 61,431, 15 cents, 17 cents, and so forth and so on, right? And these are the buy orders in green, which is like people who are who are placing orders to buy Bitcoin. Okay, so whatever, whenever you are trading, right, whatever order you place, or whenever you place any order, your order will either land up in the ask section here in the red, or in the bid section here in the green, which is like either you are buying or you are selling. Okay, and apart from this, a quick another section that you see which will come quite handy for quick access to certain information is the section that you see right below the chart section here, right, which is your portfolio, open order, and order history section, right? So portfolio section shows what all do you have in your portfolio. At the moment, currently in this current portfolio, you can see there is Celo, there is Kusama, a little bit fraction of Tether, which is 0.9 Tether, and fraction of Bitcoin, which is like 0. Couple of decimals and 701 Bitcoin, right? So then you go to order history, you can see your entire order history, right? If there is any open order, you get to see the open order. So basically, that how do you trade, or what the way you trade any cryptocurrency, right? Is essentially figuring out, first of all, what is the pair that you want to trade in that particular cryptocurrency. Okay, so we talked about pairing, right? We didn't talk about pairing as in we showed you that there are multiple pairs that you come across when you go to any platform. So in case of BTC, for example, right? If I want to trade BTC against INR, for example, which means that I have INR in my wallet, I want to exchange that for Bitcoin straight away, right? So I will select Bitcoin INR pair, and in this pair, the transaction or the orders will be taking converting either from Bitcoin to INR or from INR to Bitcoin. Okay, this is what this means. If you select Bitcoin Ethereum pair, for example, if there it is, no, it's not there. So if you select Bitcoin USDT pair, for example, okay, so this means that all the you will have to give USDT and you will get Bitcoin in return. So you, if you have USDT in your account, if you are holding USDT, then this is the pair you will trade in. But or you will sell off your Bitcoin and you will get USDT in return, right? So pairing is the first thing that you want to identify, which pair you want to trade into. And then once the pairing is identified, then you will need to definitely identify the duration that you are looking to trade in. Okay, so if you are looking for like a very 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 short term kind of a trading scenario or time frame, then it can be as small as like 1 hour. Okay, so you can if you'll see, look at the chart here. So you can see every hour there is some sort of movement which is happening in the Bitcoin chart, right? So you can, depending on what time frame you are picking in, if it is 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, and so forth and so on, you will analyze the chart accordingly and place your trade orders accordingly. Okay, so keep in mind that it does take some time before you start executing any trade, or you jump into it and you learn. You will lose money maybe in the beginning, but you learn as you grow with it, right? So analyzing your patterns, charts, when it comes to trading is a very vital factor. Okay, if you do not pick up the skill to read and analyze charts, then trading on a very frequent basis might not work for you, and you end up incurring losses. Okay, but once you have decided that okay, this is what I want to trade into, and this is I want to get into, then you just have to identify the pairs and everything. So for example, I have some cello on my account. So what I'll do is I'll go to cello BTC pair here. Okay, and say for example, if I'll go to my order history, I can check what is the price that I bought cello for. So the price that I placed an order was for around 10351, right? Right now it is at 10361. Okay, so the trade, this particular trade is in profit. Now, if I want to book this profit, all I want to do is I'll go here, I'll click on sell. Okay, and either I can pick up any price which I want to sell at, right? I can set a price and I can let the system know that hey, I want to sell at a price of 103 uh, 75. For example, I want to sell the entire quantity which I have, and I'll click on sell cello. Okay, and doing so, my order will be placed. And once your order is placed, you will see it will be highlighted like this in the order book, and you will be able to see that hey, there is an order for 9.6 cello to be sold at 10375 price. Okay, this is one way to place your order. If not, then you can also cancel your order, your open order. If it is stuck here for too long, you can cancel it by simply clicking on cross and confirming the cancellation command. However, if you want to say, for example, sell at the current latest price, right, and you don't want to hold it off, so you can just simply select the current price, whatever that may be, 10356 or 10344 in this case, and you can sell your entire base by simply putting in the price of 100%. So I'm just gonna keep it at 10359 and put the entire base and say sell. Okay, so this order will be sold and executed at this price. And when you have to buy something, right, this is the same way you will place your order. So you will simply click on buy, and as long as you have funds, you can select the price that you want to sell at, you can enter the quantity, and say for example you want to buy back the 10 cello, right, you want to buy it back. So you can simply enter the amount and look for all the conditions, and once you have the funds, you can click on buy. So once this order is filled, right, so here if you can see, I have to wait. This is the difference that it comes between spot trading and the experience that you get on your CoinDCX application, is that for the execution of order at any particular price, you have to be patient, you have to wait, because until unless the market is willing to accept that order, maybe the price that you are willing to sell at or the price you are trying to buy at, as long as the market will not fulfill that order, your order will not, the market will not come to terms with that order, your order will not be fulfilled. Okay, so here now you can see my order is now fulfilled. Okay, and I can just simply go back and click on buy cello. And now I can place an order for 100% buying at the same price, like at 10360 price. Okay. And I can click on buy cello and my order is placed. In fact, my order is executed right at the market price. If you can see, I have 9.6 cello back again in my wallet at 60 again amount the same worth which it was earlier, right? I could have also placed an order at the bottom, say for example, to book it at a smaller price or something like that, but that was just to show you how a market order works. So once you have defined the trading pair, then sorry, just give me one second. Yeah, so once you have picked up your trading pair, you have identified the trading pair that you want to trade into. You have analyzed the charts. You have identified the time frame, be it 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, right, or 1 day, week, whatever time frame you are trading in. Because trading, it's all about frequency. Okay, what you do in investment is when you are using the investing route is you are putting in your money maybe through some fundamental analysis on the basis of some fundamental analysis of any cryptocurrency or any asset for that matter, and you hold it for a longer period of time. You don't worry, or you don't you are not concerned about the up and down swings which happen on the go. However, when you are trading any particular asset or any cryptocurrency for that matter, the difference comes in that you are trying to analyze the trends and the charts and the price movement, and you are trying to make some benefit out of those price swings. Say for example, you have analyzed a pattern wherein you see that, hey, this is the peak of any particular the particular trend which is happening in any particular asset or any cryptocurrency. So you can take a stand or you can make a call to sell it at that particular point, right? And when it dips and when it comes back, you can again take re-enter the market, and you will be able to accumulate more of that asset because you are buying at a lowest price as compared to what you sold at, right? So what you are doing is maximizing and taking maximum benefit of out of any price movement and trend in the market, and that is what you do through trading. Okay. So again, if you are a beginner initially, if your chart reading skills are not on point, if your price or trend analysis is not on point, you may burn your hand. But the this more disciplined you are, right, and the better approach that you have, right, when it comes to trading, the better strategy you have, right, the better you will do it when it comes to trading. And just to give you guys some share some info with you guys. So we have made a couple of videos back in the past which goes by the name of which is a learning material by the name of Crypto Basics. It is available on our main channel, so you can check out that playlist. We will include that playlist in the description below as well right after this session. You can definitely check that out, and in that you will find all the mistakes and all the things that you have to consider, and also how you can get started with price analysis and chart analysis for any cryptocurrency. So do check that out. That will be very helpful. We took time this particular week to take you through the fundamentals of trading, how you trade, how the platform looks like, how you can get accustomed with it, as it's the festive season, right? And more and more people are getting, or at least trying to explore and learn about how cryptocurrency and trading works, right? So hope that you enjoyed this much particular part of learning the particular tool, which is a trading platform and how trading works. Now the best part of the week, which is the Bitcoin and Ethereum price analysis, we'll jump straight into that. Quite an analysis need to be done, and that's not just it for the Shiba Inu army especially. We also will covering an article which talks about the recent price action in the Shiba Inu cryptocurrency. So we do have that as well. So let's jump into that straight away, and let me quickly share my screen once again with you guys. Okay. So starting with the price analysis, let's just quickly get a recap of the price analysis for the last 7 days of the major top seven cryptocurrencies. So Bitcoin is up 1.18% in the last 7 days. Ethereum is up 3.85% in the last 7 days. Binance Coin is up 20.73% and is trading at a price of $600.72 in the last 7 days. Not a bad movement. So if you look at it, Solana and Bitcoin, Binance Coin had a pretty good significant movement in the last 7 days. Solana as well had a upward movement of 21.04%. Cardano is down 0.47% and XRP is up 11.04% in the last 1 week. Okay, so coming back to Bitcoin, which is trading at a price of close to $61,491. Let me just quickly expand my chart. So last week, if you remember, we identified the exponential trend that Bitcoin is following. However, that's a long-term trend. You don't have to, worry about that in like in a day or in a week or so. And similarly to that, we have identified the exponential limit which Bitcoin is hitting, in which Bitcoin has hit in the last two bull runs at least, which was close to around 800 $1,000 mark, and again close to 14,000 to $18,000 range and mark. Okay, now zooming into the chart to the latest trend. Yeah, and I hope you guys see that fine. So this is what Bitcoin's chart currently looks like on a weekly trend, right? It is trading like if you look at it, there is no past data or any trend available because this is the freshest all-time high Bitcoin has made in this particular year, right? So now we will try to identify the trend which is ongoing in this particular short term, right? And one thing is we identified earlier is the ceiling, the resistance, and the support which Bitcoin is getting on these two major levels, which are like really broad levels, right? However, if you look at it closely, okay, there is another trend which is happening, which is forming in Bitcoin, which goes something across these lines, right? So if you look at this as well, current, like right closely, this is the ongoing trend in the recent time frame. And if we'll zoom in on that on a daily chart, sorry, first of all, let's zoom out of that in a daily chart and then zoom in. Right, okay. Now if you look at this one, and let me just make this a little bit identifiable in a different color. Okay, and let me increase pixel size. Right. So if you look at this, right after Bitcoin, took major support at the level of 30,000 range, 30 to 32,000 range, and it rallied till $52,000 mark. After that, it retraced till 40,000, and this trend line perfectly supported Bitcoin at that level and gave it a push to reach further height of close to $66,000. Right now, Bitcoin is moving sideways. Right, this is what we discussed last week as well, and week before that as well. If you look at the last 3 weeks. Analysis, or the last 3 weeks for Bitcoin, especially, right? Bitcoin is trending sideways. It is neither going up nor going down. I mean, it's just simply moving sideways. You can see that, yes, there are wicks which goes up and down, but if you look at the body of the candle, it is holding sideways, which is good because Bitcoin, this particular level of 60,000 is a key level for Bitcoin to hold on to. And as long as Bitcoin is holding on to that, it shows that Bitcoin might be able to build some strength and momentum to push further. However, if it breaks down below that, then yes, we can look for a downward movement. But as the question is that how long Bitcoin can go sideways for, right? So if you can see, this trend line is, it's a slanting trend line and it's in an uptrend, right? The price keeps on increasing, and if you look at it like it by 26th or 27th of December, that's the extreme, right? The trend line is at par with the Bitcoin price at around $59,000, right? So if this trend continues for at least a month, okay, that's on the extreme side, and that to say, for example, look at this particular chart now. Okay, so Bitcoin's monthly candle broke above its all-time high and closed above it, right? Which is a positive close. Now, even if Bitcoin goes sideways for, say, for example, this month and the next 1 month, which is the month of December, this trend line is on an upward trend. So, two things are bound to happen. Okay, either Bitcoin will or might take a quick dip or correction towards this particular trend line like it did here, right? And then move forward, okay? Or it'll just keep consolidating sideways, let the trend line move upwards, come towards come to a mutual agreed point for the price, and then push price higher as long as the trend line holds on to the Bitcoin price. So nothing has changed as far as the Bitcoin price goes. The price is still is moving in a straight line, right? It is being held and close to the 30-day moving average, being held strongly by it. As long as the price holds strong, so we can see upward movement. If not, then we have a trend line to support Bitcoin at a dip or at some correction, and we'll see if that happens, then how that will play out. Now, moving on to Ethereum, quite some interesting development has happened in the Ethereum chart. If you'll have to look at it that ways, so Ethereum has broken above its all-time high, like it has smashed through it, and Ethereum is trading at $4,500, right? Let me just change this to a weekly chart as well. If you look at the weekly chart, Ethereum has been doing fairly well above its last resistance of close to $4,000 mark, and moving upwards with a very subtle candle movements, right? Not wild swings in either of the direction, and moving positive candle with positive bodies each and every successive week. So won't be surprised seeing Ethereum moving, inching towards $4,700, $4,800 in the next 1 week, because Ethereum is showing quite some good resilient growth, slow and steady growth when it comes to movement against the USDT price. Now, if you look at the daily price chart for Ethereum as well, pretty significant update here. Ethereum has broken, and this was achieved last week in itself. Ethereum was hovering above the $4,000 mark, but however, after taking the strong support at this level, Ethereum is trying to push up and upwards, right? So as long as the momentum continues in Ethereum, because even looking at the RSI is not looking any in the major heat zone. It is not pretty overbought in the overbought zone like it was back in 10th of May, right? After which Ethereum started correcting. So if we compare it to 10th of May correction in as compared to RSI, the RSI looks pretty solid, and it has potential to move forward. So that's on the Bitcoin and Ethereum price analysis. For Bitcoin, as long as we hold above the $60,000 range, we consolidate. Looking at the RSI as well, it is pretty strong. We can see a positive momentum going forward. If not, if Bitcoin stalls for a month or so, if the Bitcoin keeps on moving for a month or so, then the trend line will also keep on moving upwards, and then they will eventually come a point wherein the trend line and the price will eventually have to agree upon a mutual support, and then show some momentum, right? Hopefully upward. When it comes to Ethereum, Ethereum is already showing a positive momentum. As long as the momentum continues, Ethereum should be breaching close to 4,700 by next week. All right, now I'm gonna start with the news in the reverse order, which is like usually we not we go start from CBDCs, policies, regulation, and then move on to the to cryptos and any opinions and any major news in the market. But we will start it in the reverse order this time. And the first news we're gonna cover about is Dogecoin rival Shiba Inu. Okay, so Shiba Inu has plunged 27% in 24 hours in massive sell-off, and this was yesterday, November 4th, 2021. If we go to Shiba Inu right now, Shiba Inu is down 8% since yesterday as well. So all in all, Shiba Inu is down 26.65% in the last 1 week. And not sure how many of you guys watched our last video, but if you did, we did a quick analysis on Shiba Inu, wherein we did conclude that Shiba, if anybody is looking to get into Shiba Inu with some wild expectations of it growing to 5x, 2x, 3x, 10x, or something like that, then be mindful of the market capitalization, which is like as per the previous week, Shiba Inu's market capitalization only had like 100% space to grow. Okay, so after an exponential movement came some correction, and that is what Shiba Inu is going through at the moment. Okay, if you look at the price wise movement in that, because this was a quite an upward movement. If you look at it, like it's quite exponential, and that is what Shiba Inu is doing now. So large moves noted by Shiba whale yesterday, and that is what apparently is contributing for Shiba Inu token to fall so fast, right? So Shiba Inu, it shot up in value by 800% last month. That's like you put in 1,000 rupees and now you have 8,000 rupees with you. Okay, so that's an exponential move. Keep in mind, bear in mind, after any exponential move, any cryptocurrency, be it Bitcoin, Ethereum, Shiba Inu, whatever token, asset, stock, right, that may be, or commodity, it is bound to take some correction. Okay. So as long as the development keeps on happening in the ecosystem and the community stays strong, the outlook on the long term should stay positive. And that is what this article talks about, is all the numbers and what all has happened, right? So Shiba was created as a Dogecoin alternative, the biggest meme coin by market cap, and uh, Elon Musk favorite cryptocurrency, as this article quote. And a lot of whales have been selling Shiba Inu, and Shiba Inu has basically fallen. It did fall out of the top 10 chart, and it is ranking at rank number 11 right now. Okay, so apparently there is news that there was one investor who invested $8,000 in the token last year, and now it is worth $3.9 billion, right? So even though the market capitalization for Shiba Inu is close to like $30 billion, if there is this sell-off happening for close to $3.9 billion, even billions of dollars, then yeah, the price will take some hit. But yeah, as long as the outlook, the development stays strong, the market should see some positive momentum for Shiba Inu. Okay. Now moving on to the next one is about Metaverse, right? Wherein Axie Infinity, Decentraland, and Metaverse cryptos rally after Facebook rebrands to Meta. Okay. Now, most of you may have heard about it. Some of you may have not have heard about it, but Metaverse is now getting quite, it's quite a popular buzzword, which is popular in the cryptoverse now, right? And for those who don't know about Metaverse, it's a digital realm, it's a digital community, it's a digital space, like to share a quickest example, something like Minecraft, right, or any game that you play, right? However, in this, what you do is that you enter in a virtual environment, in a virtual setup, right, using a digital avatar. So it's like a community space or a community place for you, but in a very digital setup. We will talk about and cover about metaverse in our next session in depth, what metaverse is and what is it all about. However, the key news to pay attention to is that Facebook has rebranded itself to Meta. Apparently, Facebook is planning to bring metaverse to all of its billions of user base. So since that news has come out, right, what people are speculating or what the market is speculating is the metaverse economy or the metaverse ecosystem is going to take off, and that is actually what is happening in terms of speculation, right? So there is NFTs, the NFT ecosystem, there is DeFi ecosystem. The next system or an upcoming ecosystem is going to be of metaverse, and Decentraland and Axie Infinity are some of the prime projects which do belong to the metaverse ecosystem, and that is what is happening. So a virtual place with its own economy, Decentraland, which the currency name is Mana, accessible to anyone with a web browser. It saw its market valuation explode from 1.44 billion to 2.8 billion over the past 24 hours, right? So Decentraland did take quite some movement when it comes to quite some price movement in last 1 week, right? The price went from $1.31 till $4, right? So that's like close to more than 300% move in the token price since the news broke out about Facebook entering into the metaverse. So a lot of people are speculating that metaverse is going to be the next big thing. Do check it out. It is an interesting space to look into, and unique NFTs. So basically, metaverse is a place wherein everything that you have been seeing in cryptocurrencies, be it cryptos, coins, tokens, NFTs, DeFi ecosystem, and everything that comes into that particular one single place, right? When you put everything at one particular place, you build a community and an ecosystem around it. Uh, a digital world to say around it, you get a metaverse in very simple words, right? So Axie Infinity, Decentraland, Sandbox, and then there are more. So do check them out, do read about it, do get to know about it, because it's gonna be the next big thing, guys. Okay. uh, the new Facebook name alludes to the groundbreaking work these NFT protocols have done in recent years, and these factors also contribute to the rising sentiment surrounding these NFT tokens, right? So basically, metaverse is a place where your all NFTs and all those things that most of the people say is worthless in cryptos. For example, what's the value of a JPEG, what's the value of an NFT, right? Maybe if not today, but definitely in metaverse, metaverse is going to be like your think of it as a country, right? You say, for example, you can move from country to country to country to another country in a digital realm, right, wherein you have all your digital assets and everything, right? But you can move them freely from one place to another, from one community to another community, right? Your NFTs and your tokens and your coins, your social tokens will be those assets that you will be moving from one place to another, and they will have value depending on the metaverse that you are involved with, right? So that's the piece of the news. Then the next one is the future of DeFi starts with the elimination of rug pulls, pump and dump schemes. So uh, this is more or less on being cautious when you are interacting with any crypto or DeFi ecosystem, when you are interacting with any cryptocurrency in general, but yes, especially with the DeFi ecosystem. So in the last couple of sessions, in the last session, or maybe in the last to last session, we talked about DeFi applications, right? How you can earn cryptocurrencies uh, through DeFi applications and many other methods. So when you are interacting with, with these DeFi schemes or applications, it is very important to you be aware of, what is rug pulling, what is pump and dump, and maybe what all scams or other types of scams that a project, a fraudulent project or a scam project may trap you with. Okay, so DeFi, as we have spoken quite some time, for time and again, quite some time, which is that it is going to be the next. It is the next big thing, as in DeFi is going to, if not replace, at least evolve a lot of aspects of the traditional financial system that we see as of now, right? Be it you interacting with your insurance, your loan, your credit cards, your debt, anything and everything that you interact with in the financial industry, may see some evolvement, if not be completely replaced by some DeFi instrument and tool in the near future. But to get there, it is really important to eliminate schemes like rug pull and pump and dump schemes. So not sure, you guys may have heard about something called Squid Game rug pull, which happened in the last 1 week, right? So those kind of scams is really essential to be, the new users who are coming into this ecosystem, because it's your hard-earned money you're putting at the line at the very straight away, right? And those kind of scams and rug pulls needs to be contained, and this is why the need for regulation has to comes into picture, wherein the investors can be safeguarded from such schemes. So I think they are sharing some example of FEG token with a maximum circulation of quadrillions of tokens in this token in this article. So do check it out. What all these schemes are, they have shared a couple of examples to what it looks like, how does it sound like, and how it traps you into that particular thing. So, last but not the least is the popular policy and regulation use case of CBDC. So again, MCBDC bridge reveals 15 use cases and 22 heavyweight participants. Right? You see quite some popular names: Goldman Sachs, HSBC, Societe General, and China's biggest state-owned banks. Right? What is happening is multiple CBD bridge is coming along, guys. Okay, so now, till now you have heard news about governments making these CBDCs in silos, every government picking up their own pilot. But uh, what it seems like is that a project which is a collaboration between Bank of Thailand, Central Bank of UAE, Hong Kong Monetary Authority, People's Bank of China, Bank of International Settlement, right? And major financial institutions like Goldman Sachs, HSBC, China's six biggest state-owned banks, and Society General, and along with other total of 22 industry participants, are working on multiple CBDC bridge. So bridging is a popular concept, or is at least becoming a popular concept in cryptos, wherein Ethereum is a blockchain, Matic is a blockchain, Polkadot is a blockchain, but all of these blockchains can be interconnected with a bridge, so that you can move your assets from one chain to another chain seamlessly. So interesting article. Do check out what all things are happening with the CBDC. What all these giants are picking up. These are no small giants. Goldman Sachs, HSBC, DBS Bank Hong Kong, right? People's Bank of China, UA, Central Bank of UAE. So this particular development shows that CBDCs are coming for sure, and to make them operable, interoperable with other countries, and to move payments and settlements cross border. Even the bridges for CBDCs are in development, right? So it's not a question of if, it's going to be a question of CBDCs come into picture, and when DeFi and CBDCs merge together, when the DeFi helps evolve the traditional financial sector, uh, when the metaverse becomes reality, when you have your virtual assets in the form of NFTs, tokens, coins, and you will be able to move them from one community to another community, or from one digital world to another digital world seamlessly across chains. So yes, all of that is upcoming. Definitely sense it, you can definitely feel it. So do keep on reading, brushing up your skills, do keep on learning, uh, get to as soon as you take your first step towards investment, right, and you have invested in whichever cryptocurrency, be it Bitcoin, be it Ethereum, be it Polkadot, Matic, Cardano, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, whichever coin you have picked, do learn about what they are working on, what other projects are working on, what are other ways to earn safe passive income, which direction the entire industry is going, and how it is shaping up. And the more and more you will learn about it, trust us, the more this industry will have has to offer you back. The more and more you will spend time to learn things about in this particular realm, the more and more cryptos has to offer back to you. So on that note, we'll wrap up this session. Thanks again everyone for joining. You'll have all the links available in the description shortly. Do feel free to leave us your feedback. We have a feedback form available in the link description below. And have a great weekend. Have a happy Diwali, guys. Take care and see you in the next one.